Good morning, everyone. It's still morning time. It's 10:49 here on the Pensacola, Florida, on the Florida Panhandle. Okay, I'm Michelle, and welcome to Michelle Lokerson Vlog. Today is Friday, October what is the date? I just told you guys this. Today is Friday, October the 29th, 2021. And this is your short biography that I'm reading from my New King James Version Modern Life Study Bible. And the biography today is on John, Donne, The Battered Heart. All right. I'm just going to say John Donne, born in 1572, died in 1631, often observed that despite his family's initial prosperity, none has suffered more heavily. Like Job, the poet and priest John Donne endured earth-shattering reversals of fortune in every area of his life, yet in the end, these very afflictions brought him closer to God. Donne was born to a prominent family of Catholics during a time when anti-Catholicism ran high in England. Donne's ancestors included Thomas More, M-O-R-E, the Catholic humanist and inventor of the world utopia, who was beheaded for refusing to accept King Henry VIII as head of the Church of England. During his childhood, Donne lost both his father, who died of natural causes, and other relatives who perished as martyrs to their faith. Donne's own brother, Henry, was arrested and tortured until he betrayed a Jesuit priest he had sheltered. While in prison, Henry died of the plague. Donne himself was disqualified from receiving a university degree though he matriculated at both MATRICULATED at both Oxford and Cambridge. As a Catholic, his expectations in life were limited to prejudice, harassment, and crippling financial penalties. After some years of traveling abroad and wavering between a sincere search for truth and a cynical, licentious, LICENTIOUS lifestyle, Donne resolved to reject the Catholic faith. He returned to England and went to work as a secretary to the Lord Keeper of the Seal, SEAL, a high-ranking official charged with protecting the stamp used to notarize important government documents. Donne was thus welcomed into England's highest social circles, but what seemed to be the beginning of a successful public career was cut short when the young poet fell in love with Annie More, M-O-R-E, the 17-year-old niece of his boss. Their secret marriage enraged Donne's employer and the bride's wealthy father. Donne was briefly imprisoned and permanently dismissed from service. In dismal poverty and without any hopes of social advancement, Donne struggled to support his rapidly growing family. Annie bore 12 children, 5 of whom died in childhood. Upon one death, Donne despairingly noted that while the death would mean one less mouth to feed, he could not afford the burial expenses. Anne died at, or it's Anne, A-N-N-E, died at age 33 soon after giving birth to their last child, a stillborn baby, and Donne plunged into mourning. Quote, "Lo," end quote, he said at his wife's funeral, quoting from the book of Lamentations, quote, "I am the man that hath seen affliction." It was during this season of grief that the poet wrote, but dared not publish an essay in defense of suicide. In his earlier life, the main driving force behind Donne's poetry was romantic love. After his wife's death, his writings found a new object, the love of God. Donne had reluctantly accepted a career in the Church of England and had been appointed by King James as Dean of St. Paul's Cathedral. Yet even as the poet became the priest, his intensity never waned. Toward the end of his life, Donne wrote a collection of holy sonnets, sonnets, that express a passionate, even desperate love of God. And this is a quote from it. Batter my heart, three-person God, for you as yet but not, breathe, shine, and seek to men, that I may rise and stand, overthrow me and bend. You're forced to break, blow, burn, and make me new. Take me to you, imprison me, for I, except you enthrall me, never shall be free, nor ever chaste except you ravish me. Holy sonnet, and that one was 14. Donne's willingness, or maybe just Donne's willingness to endure affliction for the sake of intimacy with and obedience to his God, along with his admission that alone he is powerless against sin, speak to the poet's humility and perseverance in the face of adversity. Quote, affliction is a treasure, end quote, Donne concluded. It ripens and matures the believer, preparing us for heaven, making us fit for God. That was a quote too. Meditation, that one's 14. All right, guys, so that's the end of our time with the Lord this morning. And let's see. There's more things that I want to expound upon, but I'll be honest with you. If I don't do it right when I'm reading it, and usually I'm reading it, because I proofread. I read it before I read it to you guys, so I can kind of get a feel for, Anyway, all right, guys. Love y'all. I'm gonna be door dashing today, but I'll get out. I may drop another video for you guys today. All right, love you. Talk to y'all later. Have a great Friday.